Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to Krafting Kitty. My name is Erin, and I figured we should go ahead and do an update today on the Brian sweater question. Brian is my husband. I have not made a crochet sweater for him. Actually, that's probably a fib. In the very early days of the channel, like my first or second upload, maybe third. Anyway, very, very early days of the channel, I was making a sweater for him, crocheted sweater following a Bag O Day tutorial. It was far too early in my crochet journey to be trying to go off pattern and figure things out on my own. But I thought I could do it. And it resulted in the largest sweater. I don't even know how I did it. I was trying it on him throughout, measuring it up, testing it, and by the time I finished, this thing is massive. I was gonna rip it out and reclaim the yarn, but Ray from Ray's Yarn Addiction that is the very first of my projects she saved from destruction. So yeah, I do still have it. It is in my closet. I thought maybe I could wear it as a super cool oversized sweater with leggings or something, but it's almost too big for that. So if you're lucky, maybe one of these updates I will show off that sweater. I used the burnt umber scarfy yarn. So anyway, I'm going off topic. There was an attempt to make Brian a crochet sweater. It did not work. I have knit him a sweater. It was my very first Fridays with Fred project. But beyond that, I really haven't made him much more than hats and scarves. I did make him a cowl at one point, but he doesn't get larger projects. When we first started dating, I did knit him a blanket. So we survived the boyfriend curse, although does the boyfriend curse only apply to sweaters or does it apply to any knit project? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what your opinion on the boyfriend curse is. Anyway, so at the end, 2 weeks ago, at the end of my weekly roundup, I was blabbering on about yarn wanting to make Brian a crochet sweater. And then last week I was feeling blah and I was like, hey, let's look at these yarns. You guys let me know what you think. And as predicted, Brian's response was, do what you want. Do what makes you happy. Do what you think best. But when prodded, he agreed with the majority of you in the comments. His two favorites were the cookie. So this is Hobby, I think this is Yarbo, but you buy it through Hobby. Cookie yarn. This is an old school label. This is old yarn. And the Winter Glow. So, what did we end up on? He loves Noro yarn. So, the Winter Glow was really attractive to him. But, like some of you said in the comments, he wasn't sure about this crocheted. So, oh, my tummy gurgled. I'm sorry if you heard that. It's nearly lunchtime. I need to get a move on. So here's what we're going to do. He's not getting just one sweater. No. He's going to get a knit sweater with the cookie. This isn't cookie. This is Winter Glow. With the Winter Glow, and he did really like this contrast color. He did say he had a hard time imagining what it'll look like in his head, but he trusts me, so we're going with it. But he likes the color on its own, so it's not like I don't like that color, but I trust you. It's I like that color, but I don't understand in my head how it'll work together, but you do you. So, anyway, that will be a knit sweater. When that gets knit, the universe knows. We are going to crochet the cookie for him. So that is the plan. I have 3 cakes of this cookie, which I think gives me like well over it's going to be well over enough. It's 200 grams. So it's 600 meters, which is going to be 660 yards. So 80, we're pushing 2,000 yards on this. Just shy of 2,000, 19 something. So that should be enough for a sweater for Monsieur Brian. So that's the plan. So Cookie, not Cookie. Why do I keep calling this Cookie? I know this is Winter Glow. Winter Glow is going back on the shelf until I get to use it. But Cookie's coming out. Cookie's going to be thrown into a project bag. And my timeline on his sweater is as soon as I finish my MJ Off the Hook sweater, I'm doing the V-neck Granny Pop sweater for myself out of mandala tweed stripes. When that one gets done, his goes on the hook. So I like the idea of trying to freehand it for him. I think that's what I'm going to do rather than follow a pattern. But if you have a men's sweater pattern that you adore, that you love, please let me know. I would love to see it. And yeah, maybe I'll change my mind on freehanding it. There's just something that's so fun about freehanding a sweater. I can't explain it. I don't know why. I have had requests when I talk about freehanding a sweater. So freehanding a sweater is not following pattern, making it on the fly. It's kind of a haute couture version of crochet. You literally make it to the person. I get a lot of questions about how I do that and how I figure it out. I did start, it's going to take forever. I don't know when you're going to see it. But I did start a tutorial where I pulled out yarn for Bingo. She's the smallest person. It has the best hope of getting done in a semi-reasonable time frame. And I'm just documenting my progress and talking through my decision making and how I freehand a sweater. So I hope that answers some of the freehanding questions and helps you go forth and create. And yeah, it's fun. I don't know why, and I'm glad though to see where I've come in my crochet journey from that first awful sweater where I tried to go off on my own. It's not awful. It's beautiful. The color is beautiful. The tutorial Crystal put out is fantastic. Where it went wrong is I decided to try to change it to better fit Brian, I thought, and I made a monster. It's nearly indescribable in its dimensions. But I mean, we all have that story, right? We all have the sweater with the crazy long sleeve, or you know, something just went awry, and it's fun to think about them. So anyway, you have spoken. Brian agrees with the majority of you, and yeah, he very much liked Cookie. I think Cookie is so soft. People were questioning if the Winter Glow was scratchy. I don't think it is. It's 51% wool, 49% acrylic. So there is a good amount of acrylic in there. It's pretty squishy. I don't think it's scratchy at all. I can rub it all over my face. I mean, my husband's getting it, so I don't think there's any issues there. We have 2 kids after all. I've lost track. I made funnies, and now we're off the rails. Yeah, I do not wear any knitwear, any crochet, any yarn items without undergarments. So asking me if I think undergarments are required, my answer is always going to be yes. I just have that sensory issue no matter what the yarn is. It could be the softest cashmere in existence. I need to have an under thing. Yeah, I have to wear a cami, I have to wear a tank top, I have to wear an undershirt. undergarments are required at all times for Erin. I think, because I can like rub it on my face so easily, I think if you were hey, sometimes I roll without the undershirt, I think you could probably do it. But I am so biased, I don't know. I don't know. I could ask Brian, although he normally wears undergarments as well. He always has an undershirt on. Ugh, now I've got yarn in my mouth from rubbing it all over my face. Okay. Things are getting too wacky up in here. Let's call this a day. I'll see you guys later. I should have opened a stitch marker since I'm recording now. What? Erin, what are you thinking? I only realized because I put the Winter Glow on top of the stitch markers. Oh my goodness. We're on day 7, I think. Day 7 of my Ellie Leva stitch marker of the day from her spring set. Here we go. Day 7. That's a very pretty sticker. I love it. And very pretty pink sparkly paper encasing a super cute flower stitch marker. It's got a bunch of beads on it and pinks, and there's a green one which kind of mimics the stem, a leaf, and it's a yellow flower. This is a wooden bead. This is adorable. I love it. It's perfect. It's perfect. This is, oops. Oh. Hirschner's has free shipping today. They had it yesterday and today. I decided to check and see if there's anything I had to have. There was nothing I decided I had to have, but they just reminded me, hey, you were just playing on the website. Did you forget something? No, not this time. But if you're interested, I think it was... Okay, so both Mary Maxim and Hirschner's have free shipping today on orders of different values. I believe the Hirschner's is orders over $35. I know the Mary Maxim is orders over $49 because I was playing on Mary Maxim as well. I don't think I'm going to do a Mary Maxim order either, but when the free shipping comes around, you got to at least check it out to see if there's something you need, right? You never know what deals they have lurking. Here's the whole spring set. It's all jumbled up, looking like a fun time. Okay, that's the plan with the sweaters. Hopefully you'll see a cookie one in the near future. I will likely do a pattern with this. Oh, Shannon's been tempting me with the Viking knits. It's on the shelf. It's behind Betty. Maybe I'll pull down Viking's knit, see if there's a sweater that would look good in that yarn for him. Because of the color of the Winter Glow, you don't want to do anything with too detailed of a stitch, and I know there's a lot of color work in there, and I don't... Maybe you could use that curry color as color work with that. But I only have 2 balls of the solid Winter Glow. And a lot of the Viking knit sweaters are all over color work, and I know that would not be enough for all over color work. Okay, decisions to be made in the future. I will talk to you guys later. Bye!